Hi guys, today we are going to be doing a pick a card reading. Today I have what changes are coming for you. Okay, so I have 3 piles here. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So close your eyes, and then the first one, when you open them, the one you're drawn to is the one for you. Okay, so keep in mind also this is a general reading. I cannot reach everybody, unfortunately, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, there's going to be a lot of people viewing this video, so it may not completely resonate with all of it with you, but just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so pile number 1. Okay. Golden opportunity, important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Then we have bright future. Stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Okay, then Knight of Pentacles. I'm just going to kind of lay them down. Hope that you can see all of them. The first thing I see coming up for you guys is some of you may be stressed about money or finances, okay? And you may be feeling kind of down and depressed. A lot of this seems to be job-based. A lot of this seems to be career-based and things like that. You may be feeling like you want to take the next step, but you're not really knowing where it's going to go. You may be unhappy at your job. Maybe the situation is very stressful for you. Okay, so I do want to tell you, be careful with spending finances, and overly spending for about the next 3 weeks, I would say, roughly. Okay, time is a little hard to always, give an exact time, but I would say about the next 2 to 3 weeks, be careful with finances, okay? Not to be careful that this is going to be a major issue that you should worry about, but just make sure you have extra cash if needed, okay? So finances seems to be a major thing here. Like I said, I do see a possible trip for some of you, okay, that you guys may be going on a trip, or a trip may be in the works, or a trip may be thought about. I do show this trip is going to come out with something good for you, okay? Like either you may come back from the trip feeling refreshed, or fresh change in energy, just kind of completely refreshed and a little bit clear-minded after the trip, okay? But I do show that for a small percentage of you, I do show that there will be a job change, okay, or a position change, okay? So if you've been thinking about a position change and a job change, don't be afraid. And don't be afraid to take it either, because it says right here, important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. You may be hesitant to kind of start something new or start a new position. You may be fearful that it may have maybe more responsibility and things like that. But don't be afraid, because obviously I feel like, things are lining up for you, whether you can see it or not. Again, I do see a lot of depression, okay? But a lot of this cards are very bright, okay? So that tells me that things are aligning for you even though you may not see it. There's a lot of behind the scenes work going on, okay? You may feel those changes, and I think a little bit that's maybe where the depression is coming in, because you may feel those changes coming and it may feel a little bit scary to you, okay? Sometimes when we're ending a cycle, which I do see happening for you, especially in career, is when you're ending a cycle, I do see that sometimes it has that like negative feeling. It feels like something's going to end. That death feeling, just like you don't know what's going to happen next, and sometimes it could be a very negative feeling. But what I feel it is for you is not to be fearful. It's an ending of a cycle, especially when it comes to career. You're being pushed to kind of take these changes by the universe. The universe really wants to see you make these changes, okay? I do feel that a lot of you may have been at the same company for a long time, or in the same position, or maybe having these financial struggles, or even just kind of same line of work, and you're just getting really tired of it. So again, don't be afraid to take these new opportunities, okay? I do show connections coming up for you where, you know, don't be afraid to apply for that job. Don't be afraid to go out there and see what's next, okay? Oh, you only have to worry about finances for a little while, because once you get over this whole hurdle, you know, this very small window, or a very small next few weeks, and then after that things are going to start lining up for you, okay? Like I said, the 2-3 week period is where I see things start, the major changes coming through, okay? And that's what I really want you to look past that and kind of see the bigger picture, and, you know, be positive, feel good, okay? Because this is right now, like, you may not feel good, you may be feeling sick or depressed and just very, very worried and stressed. But again, a lot of that's going to lift, okay? And there's a lot of things revolving around this trip too, okay? So if you have a trip plan, like I said, this is not going to be for all of you, but for some of you, if there's a trip plan that you have not taken, or has not come up yet, it may just be a random spontaneous kind of thing, okay? But don't be afraid to go on it either. Like I said, you'll be okay with finances going on this trip as long as you are aware. So awareness seems to be key throughout the next few weeks for you, okay? So there's going to be major change coming with job, okay? Again, you might have more responsibility, but don't be afraid to take the responsibility either, okay? Don't be afraid of the responsibility. I do feel like, you know, eyes may be on you at work or in your position, and, you know, they see you doing a good job, okay? So don't be afraid of that authority. Don't be afraid of that that kind of responsibility, because I do feel like, you know, your job may have already been watching you, and they feel like, you know, you're ready for this, okay? You've proven yourself, okay? So a lot of job situations coming up for this group, okay? Again, don't worry. The universe has got your back. Don't stress too much, okay? Because you do have a lot of big things coming up here, okay? A lot of good things. So like I said, once you get over this little small hurdle and this little depression thing, it's not that you're super depressed. You may even just be coming out of the depression. But once you just kind of come out of it, once you start to see the changes and you start to see everything flow, you know, like I said, that 2-3 week period is where things are going to start really lightening up for you, okay? And you're really going to feel, you know, good about it, and hopeful and positive, and, you know, you're going to see everything lining up for you, okay? So you may start to see small things now, small synchronies, small bouts of luck and things like that, but no, that's not an accident, okay? That is the universe just having your back, okay? So, again, after this last couple period, just know that good things are coming. And you know, this trip seems like it's going to be a good thing for you guys, okay? So that's what I have for pile number 1. See you guys in my next video. Okay, so pile number 2. What changes are coming for you, number 2? Okay, endings and beginnings. The old must be released so the new can enter. Okay? Possibly, I would say, ending of a cycle. You are channeled for your divine healing power. Okay? Ooh. Possibly a soulmate connection. Okay, do you see love coming up for you? Okay, love is going to be a big one for you guys. Communication. Love seems to be this topic of this spread, so that's good. Okay, so I do see a soulmate connection, either karmic partner or high level soulmate, okay? So one thing that I do see is it's like an ending of a cycle. Maybe a previous relationship has ended and now you're going to have a fresh new start, either with the person that you were with before or somebody completely new. But for most of you, I'm getting that this is someone that's been around, okay? This is someone that maybe you're going to be reconnecting with or having a reconciliation moment, okay? For a few of you, it will be just you'll meet this person out of the blue, but for most of you, I do want to say that it's going to be overall just someone from the past, okay? It's like you also may be worried about how things are going to be lining up for you financially so that you can make things work with this person, but don't worry too much about that, okay? Things are going to fall naturally into place, okay? Things are going to you're going to start seeing things just start to align up for you. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the past that you have with this person. So this is for you guys who have the past with this person. You've known them from before, okay? It seems like there's going to be a chance for reconciliation, but I want to make sure to warn you guys that there may be some hurt in the past with this person, but you guys are both ready to move forward. Now, the problem is with this hurt that's coming up, you may feel like it needs to be talked about or it needs to be said or it needs to be figured out, but I just want to kind of give you the warning of just let it go, let things go, talk over what needs to be talked about, obviously, but do it in a gentle way. Don't force a conversation. Don't be too assertive. You know, let the conversation kind of flow naturally. Okay, don't overly push the issue. A lot of it just has been healed by the universe. I think this person knows, you know, what they've done wrong in the situation, and I think you know your part also, and you guys are both getting over it. So don't bring up old stuff as this reconciliation happens. Go back, you know, feel what was, keep things lighthearted, feel the chemistry that you guys have, but make sure you just kind of let things go, okay? The universe is really wanting you guys to let things go and just focus on the love and focus on the relationship and focus on bettering the relationship and where to go from here, okay? There doesn't always need to be an I'm sorry. I mean, as long as you see actions, that's the most important thing. I'm sorry doesn't always mean anything without the actions, and I do show this person is going to prove you different, okay? They know. They don't want to lose you again. Okay, again, don't worry about finances too much. Finances are just kind of going to work themselves out. Don't show any major issues, but don't worry about, you know, how things are going to fall into place financially. This person may be struggling financially a little bit, okay? The person you're inquiring about may be having some issues, but things are going to fall into place, and that is a concern for them, but it's not a major concern for them, okay? So just, you know, again, just kind of let things fall into place naturally, okay? Close any old doors that need to be closed, okay? Because you heal this person in a way, you know? You bring the healing of love that this person's never had, the healing properties to the relationship. This person feels restored with you. They feel new with you. There's a healing to this relationship, okay? So let that healing take place, you know that your energy is healing and that person is healing for you also, okay? If there was outsiders in your relationship, okay, if there was people who got in the way of the relationship, maybe caused an argument, or maybe there was someone you were concerned about, you know, maybe there were some issues of jealousy that came up, or maybe some issues of not trusting each other, that's going to go away and that's going to be mended on its own. Okay, so for the other people who I talked about earlier who are not into reconciliation, I do see someone new coming up. So there's two storylines here. I'm going to talk about the other one for a second. You're going to meet a soulmate, okay? So make sure, again, you end all those doors that are open that need to be closed before you can start your new cycle. Now, leave your old hurts and maybe issues you have. Maybe your ex cheated on you, or you've been betrayed in the past by an ex. Try your best to leave that in the past, okay? Because you don't want to bring all that stuff into this relationship, okay? Because if you do that, then you're going to have, you're not going to connect with this person like you should, okay? So know that this meeting with this person is going to be completely divinely guided, okay? And if you bring up your old hurts and your old fears into this new relationship, this relationship is going to have a lot of troubles, and you just don't want to start off that way. Same thing for you, don't worry about when you meet this person how things are going to work out. Don't overthink it right away. Kind of just let things play out naturally, okay? Let these changes occur as they should. Let the universe take its course on how it's going to do things, okay? The universe is going to take care of you. The universe has your back. You're overdue for your good karma, okay? So your good karma is coming back for you. So don't worry too much again. Just focus on the relationship, focus on love. I feel like a lot of people in this pile, pretty much I want to say pretty much everyone who's going to view this almost, has been really, really hurt. And I mean, we've all been hurt. So that goes without saying, but I mean, it's like a real, real hurt. A lot of you probably have gone through deep, deep depression over love and relationships, okay? A lot of you have been really extremely hurt and are carrying a lot of these burdens, okay? So let those burdens go, focus on the new. Don't worry so much about the old. Don't worry so much about things like that, okay? Just really focus on repairing your heart and letting your heart heal itself through love. Don't reject love, okay? The one thing that I do want to bring up is don't reject the love that you're about to get, okay? Really embrace it. And know it may seem like it's too good to be true because you guys, a lot of you are going to be so happy, but believe it and feel it, okay? Okay, so number 2 seems to be about love and focused on your love life, so really give that some extra attention right now. That's all I have for you guys for number 2. See you guys in my next video. Okay, pile number 3. What is in store for you? Sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals, okay? So even for your health, make sure you start first by taking care of your health, because once you kind of align your health, not that you guys are in bad health, but just really be mindful of what goes into your body, because once you align, like I said, health, then you guys, your mind will be more clear, okay? So maybe you've been wanting to diet and things like that, so now's the time for you guys to focus on that. Release judgment about yourself and others. Focus on love and light that is within everyone. Transformation. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So that one has an extra card, so that's good. Okay, so swords. So what I'm going to talk about is, so for some of you, I'm not getting that this is all completely romantic, okay? For some of you, this may be someone from your past coming back that is maybe an old friend, okay? This may be a friendship type friendship, or maybe a healing of another family member, or for some of you, this may be a parent you haven't spoke to in a long time, a sibling you haven't spoke to in a long time, okay? Maybe you're going to be rekindling that kind of relationship, okay? So that's some of you. So I'm going to talk about that storyline for a second. I'm getting a lot right here, so let me kind of talk about a few things. For some of you, obviously the death card is an ending of a cycle, okay? So we know that. So some of you, for that, you're getting over those past hurts, thinking about that person a lot. Another few part of you is a friendship or a family relationship that's going to be healed. Okay, maybe you guys had like a big falling out, maybe huge. Just seems pretty big, but I see that person's going to be coming back to reconnecting with you. Again, you may not get the apology that you were looking for. So again, make sure you apply sensitivity to them. You apply sensitivity to that relationship. You may be feeling more sensitive and maybe more vulnerable and more sad and more hurt, okay? So make sure you keep that in mind. Make sure you have a lot of compassion, again, because this person has changed, okay? So things, they want to move forward and they just want to forget about it. And Like I said, for some of you, there is a past thing going on here. And a lot of you know they do want to rekindle it. They do. It's someone probably from the past relationship. Now, again, I'm not sure where it cut off at, but I'm not 100% sure that they're going to move forward with the relationship. I do show they want to come forward and they want to say sorry, okay? So make sure you are sensitive. Make sure you make sure you have compassion for this person and know that this person has changed, okay? And that cycles in. So same thing with number 2. The ones for the relationship you may want to check with the second reading, because I do feel like that kind of lines up. If it resonates with you, let me know also if number 2 resonates with you too. But I'm getting that, it's going to be judgment day for that person. They're going to come back and say sorry. It's like they've been building the strength to say sorry. They've been really trying to say sorry for a while, okay? They've been wanting to, they've been feeling sorry, they've been feeling down, they've been feeling depressed, okay? So make sure that you are sensitive. It took them a lot of courage to come forward when they come forward, okay, if they haven't yet. And they do feel like they wronged you, and they know that you're a good person. They know that they hurt you, and they don't want to keep carrying that burden because they know that they know that what they did was wrong, okay? And they really want to just express that and get that off their chest, okay? So again, there's 3 storylines here, okay? The first storyline is for the person who's dealing with someone who's lost somebody, okay? The second one is someone from the past or a family member having a reconciliation, and the third one is the relationship one, okay? So this reading was very heavy, very good also, but talking a lot, okay? So these cards were talking a lot, okay? So it seemed a little crazy, but I'm just saying what Spirit tells me. And you guys, please let me know how this resonates for you, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.